If you want to see me swatch the Colored Raine Queen of Hearts palette, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène with another video, and today we are going to swatch the Colored Raine Queen of Hearts palette. I have not touched this palette. I have looked at it though. I purchased it back in the end of 2018, which was around December, I believe, end of November, early December, and I am so excited for this one. It has a nice decorative sleeve, and then the palette itself is black, which I remember the Colored Raine brand did have a little bit of flack for that because it is plain packaging compared to the beautiful sleeve. Folks were kind of expecting that the palette itself would be the same. And inside it has the protective plastic, a beautiful mirror that was protected by a plastic shield that I've since removed, so it's a nice size mirror. And then it has 12 eyeshadows in it. Sorry about the reflective packaging, just the way it comes. It's beautiful when you don't have lights shining on it. And it comes with, let's see here, looks like it's 2, 4, 6 mattes, 6 shimmers. And I find that it is a palette that has some color but a lot of neutrals, which I think it would be a palette that a lot of folks would find exciting and approachable at the same time. And really, it's not surprising that this palette is pretty popular because it would appeal to a large group of people. I am ready to swatch this, and I think I'm going to swatch it in quads. I think I'm going to do these 4 swatches first, then the second set, and then the third set, which is the way that I swatched the Cheers to the Beauty palette from Colored Raine as well earlier. So let's get right into it. It looks like these quads that I'm self-assigning quads, it looks like they're pretty complementary, so it should go quite well. So I'm going to swatch 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So we'll go with Crown, Royal Highness, Air, and Royal Prerogative. Starting with my index finger. I find the mattes are very different. They're either buttery or quite gritty in the Colored Raine shadows so far. Here we go. These are the swatches, and I'm going to start with my index finger. We have Crown. Okay, that's interesting. Royal Highness. That one's pretty smooth. Heir. As an heir to the throne. And Royal Prerogative. It's always hard to swatch with a pinky. So these are the first 4, very, very neutral. So the 2 mattes are pretty patchy. The 2 shimmers are doing okay. So I'm going to re-swatch the 2 mattes. This is Air and Prerogative. Oh yeah, they always look better on the second go over. And Air is just a little bit flaky here, but there we go again. Okay, so we're going to go for the next 4 as soon as I wipe my fingers off, and now you can see what's left of the shadows. Now, cleaned off fingers, we're going in for the second quad, and we're going to go Your Majesty, Princess, Noblewoman, and Ladyship. So Your Majesty, Princess, Noblewoman, and Ladyship. Ladyship is very gritty. These are, you can see how gritty this is. These are the 4 swatches. And I'm going right here. Your Majesty. Woo! Princess. Noblewoman. That's a beautiful color. And Ladyship, which I think is going to have a lot of trouble on the pinky. Oh yeah. Oh, that's bad. I'm going to, as usual, redo the mattes. So I'm going to redo Princess and Ladyship. I feel like Ladyship has no chance with it being on my pinky. But we will try. Okay. Princess and Ladyship. I don't know. It looks pretty good when it's on the finger, but it just doesn't swatch very well. Just going to see if I can build it up without it just being a swatch. I'm just going to try. Because I want to see the color, but it's just not coming through. Yeah, it sucks. That's the technical term. It looks pretty bad. At least it doesn't swatch well. I guess we'll see what happens on the eye using a brush, using a finger, but the color on the finger certainly is there. And the shimmers do not disappoint. Wow. Very, very, very shimmery. I think my favorite so far is this one. What's it called again? Noblewoman. It's beautiful. And I believe I've heard that from a few other people that Noblewoman is quite up there in their preferences. Okay, I'm going to wipe off those fingers and we're going to go for the last of the 3 quads. And I have to say, they have some staying power on the fingers. It looks like I've managed to pretty much clean off my fingers, and we're going to go, like I said, into the 3rd quad. And so we have Empress, Queen Mother, what's the other 2? Duchess, and Dethrone. Empress, Queen Mother, oh, smooth. Duchess, that's a smooth matte right there. And Dethrone. Empress, Queen Mother, ooh, Duchess, and Dethrone. That is smooth as well. So I'm going to redo the 2 mattes, Empress and Duchess. Redo those 2, these 2. Okay, so let's try that. Empress. Oh, much better. And Duchess. Yeah, big difference the second time around. So these are the colors. Trying to give you a little bit of a feel for how it's catching the light. And one thing that I forgot to do with a couple of other palettes by Colored Raine is I wanted to do a wipe test. For the wipe test, I'm going to grab a dry hand towel. And here I have a spot. I'm going to bring you my forearm right there and wipe back and forth once, twice, and then I'll go ham on it. So once, and I'm wiping hard, I'm not wiping light. Once, twice. Oh, they have a lot of staying power by the looks of it. And then really going over. Yeah, so they have quite a bit of lasting power, which is really nice to see. And that wipe test comes, the inspiration for it comes from Jen Loves Reviews. She does a wipe test every time she does swatches, and I think that's a great idea because it gives you a sense of the wear that you can expect on the eye, which ones of the shadows are going to last and which ones are not. And I think we could see very clearly which pigments were, or colors, which formulas were looking pretty consistent as far as staying power on the arm. So I think that that is helpful. And as a general rule, because I wiped hard the first time, a lot of the shadows really stayed pretty convincingly on the arm, which I think is great. So I'm happy with that. They're not super chalky. They have some staying power. So that's it. Those were the swatches for the Colored Raine Queen of Hearts, an iconic palette for many of us. And I haven't played with it yet, and I am admiring it a great deal already. So I'm looking forward to playing with it. If you're wondering what is on my eye right now, it is the Cheers to the Beauty palette from Colored Raine. So I have experienced the formula already, but I did not crack into the mother of palettes from Colored Raine, which I consider to be the Queen of Hearts. So there you have it. I hope you found the swatches useful and informative. Please let me know what you think down below. And I do look forward to seeing you first in the next video, but also for the first look with this palette when I get around to it. So I'll see you in that next video. But for now, take care.